Alright guys, and welcome back to the Boeing 737-700. And we're going to get ready for a cold and dark start right now. Well, just to get it set up. Right, there's my trap IR. Cool, I'll turn it off for now. So we'll go through the cold and dark start for the 737. So we're just going to go ahead and jump back to the pilot seat right now. Down a little. There we go. Haven't really set up any keybinds, but yeah. Alrighty. So from the pilot's perspective. Right, so we're here sitting in Brisbane, and basically we want to get ready to start up. Right, so the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that there's ground power and all that sort of stuff available. Now, the tablet will probably have that later on, but to get ground power and all that sorted, first off, we need to start the batteries. Set that up, so it's all good to go. So we'll start up some batteries. So battery 1 on, battery 2 on. Now, this aircraft does not listen to any keybinds really, so we'll just turn the battery on and guard close. Do we have available power at ground? No, we don't. So what the first things that we can do to get ground power, we can come over to the FS actions, ground services, and connect the GPU card. Let's do that, and we'll go out and have a look outside. Maybe it's not going to do just that just yet. We have ground power available? No, we don't. So GPU card. Oh, okay. External pit power. So GPU card request. There we go. My bad. All right. So we're just requesting that GPU card now, and there she is right now. And she's plugged in. They've opened up the little door there. So she should be all plugged in, ready to go. And we have power. Right. So that's basically that part of it. Okay, so that's all done. Alright, so now the first thing you come in, you'd turn your batteries on. You'd turn your GPU on if you had it. If not, you'd turn the APU on. But we're going to do it from pretty much startup. Okay, so you've come in. Battery on. GPU on. All good. The next thing you will want to do is start the APU so you can get that out. While the APU is starting to spoil up and heat up and all that, the next thing you'll do is you'll come across and you go the forward, left to get the low pressure. Come up here and you would work your way down from the left. So first off, you'd go up and align the aircraft. So you'll turn it to nav. You'll swing this all the way over, and it will say a timer. There will be a timer there. Maybe you turn the brightness up. You'll have a timer on the displays. Now, my displays are set for instant, because I haven't changed anything yet. But you would normally have 6 to 7 minutes on the align there, okay? But that's it. So once you've done the alignment, you'll come over here. The next thing you'll be doing is, let's just set that up. Okay. You'll have your dampeners on. You won't need any of these just yet. That can be fine for now. You come along here, you'll be good. Any like secondary power and all that sort of stuff. You can also check to see if you got enough voltage. Then you come down here, and then you'll turn your avionics on. Right. APU gen, not avionics, APU gen. So ground power is now off. So now we're running on APU. You'll also need your... none of my keybinds are working, so I would have thought that would be an all on, but it's not. So you'd have to come over here. Position lights steady. Alright, so they're already on. So none of my keybinds are working for any of this. So you select your position lights as steady. So if we have a look outside, we will have like the green and the red over here, ready to go. Now, it is a little dark in here, so let's go ahead and turn some overhead lights on. So another thing you'd also do is turn up some panel lights. That's the circuit breakers. You won't need that. So there you go. So that's it there. Once the APU is done, emergency lights for sure. So you'll come down, keep going down through all the stuff. We'll switch on. Make sure they're all green. You can also test all of those. I like how they come on one at a time. In the older one, it was like pretty quickly. They came on pretty quick. Alright, so you can leave everything else off there. You can leave the forward entry off and all that sort of stuff. Oh, the forward entry, so it tells us what doors are open. We can go ahead and turn on the APU bleed and auto unpacks. Open unpack, sorry. That is all good. The left pack is off and the right pack is off. We can set those to auto for now. We don't need anything else there. Nothing else is set. That's okay. So basically, once we've done the overhead and the APU is all running and your FMS is all set up and you're ready to line, so Iris is lined, you've got everything started. What we would need to do now is get ready for... So even the park brake's not working. All of my keybinds aren't working for some reason. Throttle works. my keybind throttle works. But like parking brake, for some reason, it's not working. Oh, well, it is, but it's just not showing on that. Okay. So the keybind does work, it just doesn't move anything. Okay, so now we're pretty much ready to start. Okay, so APU's on and all that. So what we can do is, let's get rid of the ground cart real quick. And go back to the main menu. So once we have APU power, or if you're using the air start machine, we can basically turn what we need off. So left pack off, right pack off. Leave the APU on, so we have the power. We'll turn the engines off. Right there. Oopsies. Turn the engine valves off. And then we'll come over to our starters. Turn right starter on. Ground. And as you can see, the APU is now starting up there. And we want to check the N2. Technically, you could check the engine page up here. It's been a while since I've used it. Normal. I must have accidentally clicked it. We can flick up the starter, and now it kicks in. So at about 22, so it's in here somewhere, at 22 N2, which I left it for a little bit longer, you flick the fuel back on. And off it goes. So this is just a very basic start of how to get the engines going. This is not procedure at all. I'm just doing what I remember to get everything started, ready to go to fly, alright? Probably should have the fuel on. Like I said, it's not procedure. I'm not following any whatsoever procedures at all. Alright, so now we've started one engine. Let's start the second. Wait for the N2 to go up to 22. I normally flick it on at 20. There it is, starter cutout. That should flick back automatically. Technically, the doors should be shut as well. Alright, start a cutout. And that is it. Basically, that's an engine start. Once you have done the engine start, you go back to both, fly continuous 1 and 2. You come over here, you select generators, APUs there. You come up here to the overhead panel and you'll go 1, 2, 1, 2 on the hydraulics. You'll turn your packs back to auto. Engines on. APU bleed off. And then come over and turn your APU off. If you do it any other way, you'd probably be fine, as long as you turn the generators off before turning the APU off. Otherwise, everything will shut down in this aircraft. So basically, we are pretty much ready to go. As you can see, that poor truck driver there, or the stair driver, is getting a bit scared that the engines are on, but that's alright. But that is just the basics on how to start the 737. Very simple. We're pretty much... There's like a lot of other stuff that you do prior to that, like checklists and all that sort of stuff. But that is just how I remember to start this thing and getting it to go. It's been a bit of a while that I've flown this. I haven't flown this for quite some time. So I'm definitely going to be doing that. But anyways, that was a very quick video on my behalf. So thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next one, guys.